Well, today is Friday, the 1st of March. We're here at the flats in Coal Hill, and we are about to get the Nevis International's annual sports meet underway. They'll be having the march pass. There are two houses, blue and gold. And if you were monitoring, you would have realized that they would have had an exciting football match, even though it was kind of one-sided in terms of the overall final outcome, but still exciting nonetheless. I think it was a scoreline of 10 goals to nil. Well, it seems as if the march pass is on the way. So I think teacher Lornette Hanley is coordinating that. So they should be heading down towards us in a few moments. There's no marching band, there's no DJ, so they'll have to improvise, get their own marching beat. So they are on their way, led by teacher Lornette Hanley. And she knows nothing or two about marching as a former pathfinder. Gold House leads the way. Salute taken. I think we have the patron, former student athlete at the school. She was a super athlete. That's Adrian Williams' sister. Then we have Blue House. So Blue House goes past the tent with the patron. So we expect a very competitive sports meet. We're finally getting some sounds, but the sound not continuing. Just starts and stops. I was about to say that they're going to march all the way back to the athletes' tent, but there's no tent for the athletes per se. So they're going to come towards us. Gold House and Blue House. These are the two competing houses today. The athletes seem enthused and ready. patron is there, and she'll be doing an inspection of the troops momentarily. I have the distinct pleasure to have the two patrons with me for the Nevis International High School meet today. Of course, we know one of our top athletes on Nevis in former years. Tell us your name again.
My name is Anik Jeffers.
And Anik, you spent some time at the Nevis International. How were those years there? How did you find those years?
It was great actually. I got to meet new friends, new people.
And what about your athletics prowess there? How well did you get to develop those there?
When I get to extend more, I get to do more things, like concentrate more on the sports and also school at the same time.
What about records? I'm thinking you might have a couple of records left there.
I'm not sure actually.
Not sure.
No.
Okay. All right. Tell us your name, sir.
Kenwin Collins.
You were a student at the school too?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about what races you took part in, and if you have any records at the school.
I mostly took part in the distance, 800 and 3000. And I don't think I have any record.
Records. Okay.
Yeah.
Which house were you on?
Blue.
You supporting Blue today?
Maybe.
Which house were you on?
Goal.
Are you supporting Gold?
Yes,
All
100.
All right then. Well, I want to wish you all the best. I'm sure you feel honored to be so honored, and I hope you enjoyed a good meet.
Yeah, same to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, take care. All right. Well, we're gonna have the first race of the afternoon. Mr. Halstead Suti Byron is coordinating as the starter. Seems to be having some problems or issues with the flag, but he doesn't really need the flag to get them going, and so I think he's not going to use the flag. So final instructions being given by the starter as we're about to have the commencement of race number 1, the Nevis International Secondary School annual sports meet for 2024. Well, Byron is still struggling with the flag. One of the athletes kind enough to assist Mr. Byron with his flag. Of course, they normally say that ladies are better at these sort of things, but I think everybody has given up on that flag. It's not going on the stick, it's not staying on. So I think Byron is going to improvise and just wave it. I think he's trying to get the finish line, and the finish line is ready. So I think they'll go around the track at least twice and then finish. So we'll watch and see what transpires. If it's 800 meters, remember we are at the flats. We set up some markings from the EPPS sports meet. To your marks. Ready off. And right away, Blue House athlete takes the lead. Looks very impressive at the top. The others are kind of strolling it. Early days just in this race. Remember, it's 800 meters. But I think Blue House working to a plan. I think she wants to establish a big lead. And once she has established a big lead, then she'll take it from there. So encouragement here. She's increasing her pace. The others are coming around. Gold House athletes in a bundle. So the leader slowing up badly now and being closed in now by two other athletes. I think this athlete in second, the Blue House athlete, won the cross-country event, and so she's showing that she has the endurance. So she wasn't worried about the initial speed of the first athlete, and she's passed as if she's in reverse. So moving along nicely now, and the leader of the pack has actually stopped, so she has burnt out. Gold House athlete is getting closer, but I believe that she'll start to run again. But for the moment, we have a definite lead here by this Blue House athlete. She took the cross country, as I remember it, and looks as if she's going to take this one as well. Here she comes. The other athlete, the tall one, has started to run again, but she's being challenged for that silver medal by two Gold House athletes. I'll get back to that. Somebody must have won her because she has picked up momentum. Oh, they're going to go around again. So they're going to go around one more time. Blue House athletes still trying to stay in it. A couple of the other athletes have dropped out. Well, two Gold House athletes at the back. Start to run again. Starts to walk. Hides her face from the camera too. Way up top, we see the Blue House athlete still leading. Now, mommy is encouraging her daughter, trying to encourage her to catch up on the blue. So her daughter is in third, and I think she may not be able to catch up on the blue. I think the leader now should be coming home. I think she's on her last leg. Is she going to lap this Gold House athlete? Is she going to allow herself to be lapped? Maybe, maybe not. She's going to go home. It's all about finishing now. So Blue House has taken this one quite handsomely, winning by quite some distance too. And the other Blue House athlete who initially led, well, she's finishing stoutly. And then the third placer, with all the encouragement from mommy, she's gonna take the bronze medal. Well, that Gold House athlete back. She has forced the other two to run now. So all three go. My goodness, one of them has certainly had a burst of speed here. She doesn't want to come last, and so she has told herself, look here, I'm going to give it my all here. So here she goes, finishing, laughing too, enjoying herself. Crosses the line, and then we have the athlete who hit her face earlier. She definitely didn't come last because there's one more athlete on the track. So, coming up, the boys getting ready to get into position. Should be an interesting race there. Seem to be very competitive from what I saw with the football game. So can she finish with a little bit of a run? Maybe not. So she now will complete the race. Touches the tape. That's it. It's going to be the turn of the boys. They're getting final instructions from starter Alsted Suti Baron. So Alsted Suti Baron will get them out of the blocks shortly. So we're going to get the start of the race. 800 for boys. And right away we see one of them out of the blocks like he's going to break the record. Well, two of them actually. After they don't work with geothermal energy, I guess they'll burn out eventually. Maybe they think it's a 400 meters, but it's not a 400 meters. Trying to get to go in lane 1 now. So Adelvin Philip assisting now. And I think they have come to the realization that, well, they just were going too quickly. Maybe, maybe not, because this athlete is still going along at a good pace here. Certainly pushing it. Somebody is telling him to bring it home. He's been chased now. There's some other athletes who are making waves. And then there's some who I think they'll just settle for the position they're in. But up at the top, we have a definite leader of the pack. So he's getting some encouragement, being fanned on. So I think he has one more lap, but certainly not running as fast as when he started.
Last lap and you finish straight down. Last lap and then you finish straight down.
So he has one more lap. And then we have the others. Here goes. A couple others being cheered on here with an entourage.
Last lap, last lap. Let's go.
Well, the others are struggling badly. Really struggling badly.
Last lap.
And then we have another athlete making up the slack. But up at the top, they still have the leader. He has maintained that position. There's another athlete who has passed the one who was in second, but he wants to take him back over. But we have the athlete who was leading. He seems as if he's telling his Blue House members that he has this down pack. He has it under control. Now he's going to finish with a faster clip now. Being fanned in now. He's going to finish now. They're telling him about record. Now here he goes. Here he goes. Here he goes. Oh, but he's been chased. He's been chased. The other guy came back big time and almost got to him. But he has gone flat out. Yeah, well, both of them have, well, at least one of them, two of them have gone flat out. Look at this finish here. Good strong finish. One of the small athletes finishes stoutly. And then we have another athlete coming through. David is the name. As he gets past the tape now. And then we have a bit of a rush here, trying to determine who is going to touch the tape last. I think that has worked out itself, and that's the completion of the race. We have in this lemon spoon race some 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Maybe they're taking out some. Seems as if they're going to have 2 separate groups. That's the impression I'm getting now. So that leaves 4 on the line. So I think the first 4 will be moving down. So it's going to be the lemon spoon race. So Delvin Phillip is the starter now as they're off. Walking, holding hands behind the back. One of them has to pick it up with a spoon. But these two are going along nicely. Drops the line. We'll have to pick it up with the spoon. And we have the winner by a mile. And then we have the others coming through.
The one in blue, she turned third place.
So we have some 3, 6, 7 athletes in this one. These seem to be the bigger girls. So it would be the senior girls now. 7 athletes in this one. Just about to get going. So just as it happens at the Mondo, the recorders have to be sure of everything, but they're often running. And here goes. Here goes the blows athlete moving along quickly. Blows athlete moving along quickly. She hasn't dropped it as yet, but she's moving along speedily. Crosses the line. One of them dropped just in front, and then we have some others. A little bit of a race at the back here between these two, and the established person in last spot crosses the line. So the first placer who just won that race, the 800 meters boys, seems to be under some stress. He's lying down apparently, maybe have cramped up a bit, and they're trying to get him back on his feet. But it's going to be the turn of the junior boys, and they are also doing lemon spoon. So let's see how they handle it, if they can do it better than the girls. Yeah. Oh, one of them has jumped. A couple of them have jumped. The goalhouse athlete is going along nicely. He's going to win, left hand and all. Then we have the others dropping. One of them almost got there and then he dropped it. So a lot of them would be disqualified. Because they dropped just before, and Delvin Phillip is spot on there and indicating first place, second place, and third place. So we have 5 athletes in this one. A little bit of a hold up, but Delvin Phillip will send them out of the blocks now. They're out. Let's see if anybody's going to drop early. Well, we have a little bit of speed here. A little bit of speed here. Somebody has dropped. A couple of drops. And we have a clear-cut winner, I think.
No, but them bike is good.
Well, as we're about to have the start of the 200 meters, the athlete under the tent apparently has to be taken to the hospital. So we hope that he'll be okay. Seems as if there's some sorting out being done out here. I don't know if all of them will be running or some. Well, there some should be juniors and some should be seniors. So unfortunately, we have lost one of the athletes very early in the race due to injury. Well, they're off and running. We have 3 athletes, so they didn't send all of them together. 3 athletes in this one. It's 200 meters. Good pace at the top. Very good pace at the top. And the cheers go up. It's gold and gold, but there's a definite leader here. Well, it's all golds actually. No blows athletes in this one. As she heads home, she has won that quite handsomely, and there's a chase on for second. That ends the race. Well, we have, I think, the older girls, 200 meters. Who's going to take this one? Well, good movements here, strong movements here, and moving along nicely. We have the young lady who won the 800 meters. She's challenging for this one. She's pulling away now. She's certainly a great athlete as she storms away from the pack to take gold. We have the second and third placers, fourth placer, and fifth. Yeah, definitely. Well, it's going to be the turn of the junior boys over a distance of 200 meters. And then I think those left back would be the senior boys, and they'll be doing the same distance. Set, they're gone. So, 3 athletes in this one. Red House pulling away. Red House looks good. So, Red House getting some encouragement. So he storms down. He's calling them. He wasted a couple of, well, a split second there calling them. So he has a little style with it too. Then comes the second placer, and then the bronze medalist. 3 athletes in this one. They're off and running. So we have a definite leader so far. But he seems to be pulling away. Here they come. Challenge on here for the gold medal. Both of them rushing along nicely. Both of them. We have a leader by a slight margin, and he takes the gold. And then he comes third. And to be the turn of the 3-legged races, and of course we see some of the athletes that already have themselves tied to each other. Alcid Byron will take over as the starter. So we actually have 4 athletes in this one, 2 pairs. They have to coordinate with each other in terms of the movements. To your marks. They're on the starters orders. Just about to get going. We see another 2 athletes, this time of blue, getting into the mix. Final instructions from the starter. So apparently he's going to wait for another team. Another 2 boys have joined. So we have 4 pairs now in this 3-legged race. Just about to get going. Starter now is Halstead Sooty Byron. So they're off and running. Oh, one of them, they got loose. But look at this group hopping along. These two, they're not supposed to be hopping. Apparently, Byron is saying the hopping is disqualified. So he says he's running 2 legs. So
No, I don't understand.
he says they were hopping, so they were only using 2 legs. Well, the race is being rerun. Apparently, there was some misunderstanding, and so they are off. No, it was a practice. And it looks as if we're going to have some rain. Can we get in this one before the rain comes tumbling down? So, who's going to take this one? They're off. Lots of advice being given. Can't hop, can't skip. So look at the speed here. Look at the speed here. We have a winner. We have a winner. So winner, blue.
No, but you could have seen them by what a win anyway.
Well, we just had a bit of a rain break, and it still has a slight drizzle around, but they're going to continue now, and it's going to be the turn of the girls' 3-legged race. So not a big crowd here at the flats, but the point is that the school is having their day in the sun and they're enjoying it. I guess it doesn't have to be for the big crowds. It's all about for the students. Something different from the classroom activities. A bit of a challenge, a bit of a competition, and that could get them excited. So Mr. Byron is going to get them on the way momentarily. Apparently they can't find the finish line, but Byron is ready. Finish line unaccounted for the moment. Oh, they found it. So coming up, according to Headmistress Napier, we'll be having the 400 meters. I think it's open for boys and open for girls. And then we'll be having the tug of war. Tug of war, of course, should be an exciting event. I think it's open girls. Some free athletes in this one. So as they make the turn, free athletes still staying close to each other. And this is the 400 meters open girls. I'm not seeing any blows athletes in this one. Only 3 gold house athletes. And they're staying pretty close to each other. So we have a clear leader for the moment, but I think on the final lap now should be heading home. Getting some encouragement here. 3 athletes still pretty close. One has stopped, one is walking, and so I think she will settle. Oh, the second one has stopped as well. So we're starting to run again, but we have the one who hasn't stopped at all. She deserves to win, and she's going to win. So here she comes. Seems to be under some duress, but she's going to make it nonetheless and take the gold medal. And then we have second placer coming through to take the oh my goodness, almost had to rush here. Tried a little sneak up and she saw that she stopped, but too little too late. So we have the 400 meters open for boys. We have 6 athletes in this one. Again, we have a clear leader who is moving along really nicely. So, but he's being chased now. They realize that there's a contest on here. The leader is trying to hold on to that lead, but he's being heavily challenged. And 2 athletes closing in now. 2 athletes closing in. It's a real race on here now. One of them has pushed past, and we have first, second, and then third. And then we have 2 other athletes. Do we have a race on here for the last spot? Maybe not. So we have another 400 meters. Keep your eyes on the Blue House athlete in front. She has done very well so far. Since the cross country, she has been establishing herself at the top. But also keep your eyes on the blue athlete. So still with that lead as she goes up the incline, but the tall athlete is close behind her. She just needs to make a couple of big steps, maybe 2 steps, and she'll be right alongside. But the question is, does she have the endurance? Does she have the energy to do that? The 2 other athletes already tailgating at the back. Now she's pulling away. Really knows what she's about. Running a strategic race as well, and choosing the right time to pull away, because she knows that the athlete in second has some longer legs, so she's storming away from her. Don't want any surprises. So here she comes, running very well indeed. She's going to take gold, even though the second placer is trying to get close, and she storms home. And then the second placer comes in, tall of the 2, takes the silver, and then the bronze medalist comes through. Well, there's 1 athlete on the track being encouraged to run it in. I guess when she gets closer, she'll put her hand across her face when she realizes that the camera is on her, as she did previously. Well, this time she isn't looking in the direction of the camera, so no need for the hand across the face. Completes the race just about now. Well, we're gonna have the tug of war now, and this should be a very interesting one. Have some strong looking ladies here, and let's see, it's gonna be a ladies encounter first, blue versus gold. Well, we're gonna see. Blue House planning their strategy up here, I guess. think it's 2 teams of 7. Lots of chatter. Well, the action will commence shortly. Something tells me that this is going to be really interesting. When the signal is given, just about to get going. Halstead Byron giving some advice. Signal to go will come shortly. They're off and pulling. Blue House is sliding. Blue House has given up early. Blue House has been tugged across the line. Very easily indeed. Not Blue House. Yes, Blue House has been pulled across the line. Gold House celebrates. That seemed a bit easy for Gold House. So they have shifted ends and they're gonna, I think maybe it's the best of 3. So the Blue House has been reduced now to 5. So Gold House reduced to 5 as well. So the whistle will go and then they will pull. So Blue has 6. Gold can get another one. So Gold now has 6. Adjustments being made. Here they go. Oh my goodness. Blue has been tossed asunder. One Blue House athlete trying to hold on. And being tugged over her teammate. My goodness. What a calamity. She has been crushed by a bulldozer. So we'll have the turn of the boys. Gold House winning hands down. Just about to get going now, the boys. Blue versus Gold. Well, Blue was just tossed asunder. Let's see if the boys now will do the same thing to their Gold counterparts. The Blue boys will pull down the Gold counterparts. Time enough for Blue to win something. Two, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. 6 on each side. So let's see who is gonna take this one. Gold is under trouble. Gold is in trouble. Gold is in trouble. Gold has been pulled down. Oh, Gold is fighting back. Now they've pull goal asunder. Well. So blue, they enjoy that. Well, the girls want to know if they could help the boys. Imagine that. The girls want to know if they could help the boys, and Miss Napier is saying no. Well, she seems to be wondering. The girls are saying we want to help the boys. We are stronger than the boys. And the blue girls are saying no, not allowed. So the boys will have to work now on their own. So the action will resume. Can blue make a comeback? Because goal just tossed them asunder a while ago. Oh well, this blue toss goal asunder. So can goal toss? Goal now has tried to sneak in an extra one. They had 7, they need 6. They had 6 on the blue team. Just about to get going. The whistle's gone. Well, who is going? Who is going? Goal in trouble. Goal in trouble. Goal in a lot of trouble. Goal gone in again. Blue celebrates. So the girls' goal won easily, and the boys' blue won easily. Well, it's going to be the sack races now. Normally create a lot of excitement as well, just like the tug of war, because there'll be a lot of spills and frills. Just about to get started. They're off and jumping. Let's see who is going to take this one. A lot of speed here with the blue. Blue doing well at the top. Blue doing well, extremely well. And blue, gold. None of them fell. That is good. So that was another sack race completed. Again, we didn't have any spills, but we had frills. And so far, so good with the sack races. So Halstead Sooty Byron will get them out of the blocks. 3 athletes in this one. No, we're going to have a 4th apparently. So waiting for a 4th athlete. So 4 athletes in this one. 1 of Gold House, 2 of blue, I think. 3 of blue. Just waiting for the starters' orders. Just about to get going. Adjustments being made. So 4 athletes in this one. Under starters orders. They're off and jumping. Looks as if we're gonna have a first spill here. Might just have our first spill, but oh well, she managed to hold breaks. And we have a winner, tight one too. It was a very interesting race, that one. Well, somebody's asking for first, second, and third for blue. As another competitor joins the ranks, two actually, two more. So we may just have 5 athletes in this one. So they've been supported in the crowd. Looks as if we're gonna have yet another competitor. Maybe. Doesn't seem so. There is another competitor, but apparently he doesn't have a bag. Sack race, senior boys, just about to get going. 6 athletes in this one. There seem to be about 4 blue house athletes and 2 gold. They're off. Let's see what happens here. There's a lead already. He looks really good out front. He's just storming away. He's gone. And then we have one leaping across the line. And then we have one who has stalled. His battery has gone dead. He needs a tow truck. And he has opted out of the race completely. Well, it's going to be another race from the old school. How many of you have ever seen a skipping race? I remember Eddie Keynes used to have this organized from the St. Thomas's Primary School end, skipping competition. That used to be very well coordinated. Well, Miss Napier shows that she's capable of skipping. Having a bit of a warm-up. And then we're gonna have the real race. Not too sure how many are in this first race. Let's wait and see. Maybe 2. Based on what I'm seeing here. Or maybe more. I don't know if those in the back are part of it. They're all part of it. Oh, so whoever stays the longest. 1 is out already. 2 out already. And we have 2 going. 2 going. Whichever one stops first is out. So it's a long one. These 2 are going along nicely. Maybe tiredness could take over. So let's see. Oh, 1 is gone. So we have a winner, clear-cut winner. So it's the turn of the boys. We have some 4 boys in this one. Whoever stays the longest wins. Skipping race. Once you stumble and you stop, you're out. Okay, they're off. And skipping. One is out early. So we have 3 left. And the Blue House athlete here looks very casual. He's going along nicely, but going along at a rapid pace, I could tell you. Must get tired. 3 of them doing well so far. Certainly the 3 of them doing well, but something has to give. Somebody must get tired. Somebody must lose concentration. But so far, these boys are out doing the girls. Let's see what happens here. Well, they're still skipping. Still skipping. The blows athlete closest to me, he's not using a lot of energy. His feet just barely coming off the ground. The other 2 are jumping high. They're going to use more energy. But the smooth roll at the top here, oh, he is out. As much as he wasn't using a lot of energy. And the blows athlete doing a little styly thing here. And really exciting the crowd. He knows what he's... Oh, look at the style. Look at the style. He's exciting the crowd here. Exciting the crowd. And he's... Well, was it a tie or did he lose? Well, the Gold House athlete has won. Maybe too much style, but certainly did well. We're about to have the 100 meters. I think it's junior girls first. They'll be heading down towards us. Remember the background here at the flats, not very good for camera work because the sun is setting in that general direction and you'll always have this kind of a shadow. So, should be getting on the way momentarily. Finish line. Looks as if they're ready, so we're gonna have the start momentarily. We have some... I'm trying to make out is about 6 athletes of... Yes, they're off and running. So let's see if we have a leader here, an established leader. Well, we have one of them storming away from the others. And it's going to be her race. Gold, gold, gold. Then the blues, digging the blues in the back. Just about to get going. Another 100 meters. This time it's boys. Out of the blocks they come. And there's a Red House athlete. He's tearing away from the pack. My goodness. He must be Usain Bolt's 3rd cousin. Well. He just left them. And then the others. Well, they're going to get the big girls now. This should be interesting. Here's where the big girls play. We see that lady in blue chasing after the one in black. It's going to be a tight race. And the blue goes past her now. Blue House leading. And then the others. And then one more. Well, to say if you can't really do the thing, then you dress the part. Certainly looks like an athlete though. It looks as if we still have one more athlete crossing the line. Must have gone to St. Kitts and then came back on the boat. Here's where the big boys play. 5 of them in this one. Something tells me that this one is going to be interesting. Byron giving them final instructions on the starters orders. Track side, a little bit of a false start. Did you hear the double gun? Well, they're back in their positions. Should be starting any moment now. They're off. One of them a little belatedly out of the blocks, but here goes. Goal, they storming away, but challenged by Blue. This is tight. Blue takes over. Blue went past him as if he's in reverse, and then another one went past him as well. So he had the form, looked good when he came out of the blocks, the goalhouse athlete, and then just couldn't maintain that form. And so the others, two of them passed him on the way. Well, it's going to be the relay race. They've had an extended period of organizing it, but it's going to get underway, rain and all. It's going to get underway momentarily. I guess at big events like these, the relay races have to stay long to be organized. They're on the way. Relay race on the way. So we have. What is this stopping for? He stopped. He doesn't have a button. He doesn't have a button. I think that's the problem. So there's no button, just a tag, and they're on their way. No button. It's a real confusing relay race here. We still have a couple of them coming in. So a relay without buttons.